Good morning, folks. Today's soap is brought to us from Soap Commander. The name of this one here is Liberty. And like it says right there, there's the description of the soap. And it says coconut, florals, and vanilla. This one here is a 3-ounce variety. You'll have to go to buy, sell, trade to find one like this one here because it's no longer available on the website. That's what it looks like there on the inside there. Yeah, no more opening up and I can smell it. Soap Commander, in my opinion, as it goes for scent strength, is pretty consistent across their soap line. At least per my nose, no matter what scent you get, it seems like it's always the same scent strength, at least per my nose. It's not overly light, but it's not necessarily strong. It seems to always be consistent in scent strength, at least per my nose. But that's my nose. Yours, could experience something totally different. And off camera, I'll be using the aftershave balm that's got a touch of menthol to it. And also, this is a 2-ounce variety also. So 3-ounce on the soap, 2-ounce on the aftershave balm. Now that they come in different varieties. The soap also comes in not this particular flavor, but she also offers 6-ounce in the soap also, which is the container is like huge. It is big. Excuse me. I have it whipped up here in a fine accoutrements bowl here. That's what the bottom of it looks like if it's the first time seeing it. This part right here is really nice for placing for your brush, just to sit right there like this. This particular brush right here is this is a Merkur brush, Badger. Don't recall right off the top of my head what size the Badger knot is. It might be like a 22 millimeter, maybe. It could be 20. It's a relatively small knot. Got it whipped up here. Smells pretty good. I like this. This particular scent works well with my nose. This handle here is metal. It's got a little bit of weight to it. It's not a lightweight handle by any means. Didn't take any time at all to whip this lather up. Matter of fact, I might add a little bit of water to it here pretty soon before I get started. It whipped up in a hurry. Took no time at all to whip it up. Blade choice. It's the Lamix. This one here is a platinum. This is the wrapper it comes in. Just single wrap. And it comes in a container, plastic container like this. 5 blades in here. And I got a link down below if you want to check it out. It's Platinum Plus. I'll show you what the blade looks like here. It is in this is a Merkur 38C. If you're like me, I've got a link down below if you want to check this razor out. But this model numbers, yeah, keep track of all the model numbers. Good luck. Anyway, this particular, this is red. This portion through here is red. Good luck in finding it. I got this at Pastures a while back. It comes in red, black, blue, and it seems like the easiest one to find is chrome through here. The one that's chrome is textured. This one here just a satin, more or less smooth color. The link I've got down below is to the razor company, and it's black. That one there seems to be easy to find. I think if you hunt long enough, you might find a blue one. Blue is probably about the only other color than black that you might be able to find. These things are, I don't know if they're, I guess you might say, changing their production where they're not making the blue and the black, the blue and the red anymore, and maybe phasing out the black. I don't know. Some of these colors they're really difficult to find, it seems like. So whether they're phasing out the production and maybe not even making this razor anymore, and the only one maybe they're making is the chrome one. Now the chrome one has knurling in the middle, and that might be the reason why they're still making that one, because maybe it's more popular, because a lot of people prefer the knurling in the middle. It's hard to say. Not really in the know when it comes to what their thought process is, but this is a 2-piece razor. Length is about 4 inches, and it's not a lightweight razor. It weighs, I think, about 4 1/4 ounces. It's considered to be a heavyweight. At any rate, let me go ahead and show you what this looks like, and the way of what the blade looks like there on the inside. Yes, you might be able to see that. That's what the blade looks like there on the inside. It's relatively easy to put back together. Nothing to it. just like that. Pretty easy to work with. I've already put the pre-shave that I use. Been using Proraso past few shaves. If you've been watching any of the videos, this is the one I've been using. It's getting pretty darn low. It's about down to here. This cream works well for me. I can't complain a bit about it. Hot towel to the face, pre-shave cream, it works well for me. Go ahead and wet the face here and we'll get lathered up. I have had really good luck with this pre-shave cream. I have noticed using the pre-shave, whether it's a Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, I've been looking over here because I got the pre-shave cube sitting over here, whether it's the cube or whether you're using a pre-shave oil or the Proraso pre-shave cream or just whatever it happens to be. I notice that there's different benefits, you know, through using it. So it really depends on what your needs are. Excuse me, got a frog this morning. Some folks don't use a pre-shave at all. Maybe, in other words, their pre-shave routine just might be the hot towel alone. That might be the only thing they use. Just really depends on what your skin needs. And for me, being an older guy, I need a little bit of help. So a little bit of pre-shave doesn't hurt for me. I do tinker around with it from time to time, change things up, because I know throughout the seasons my skin does change just a little bit in its needs. During the summer months, the pre-shave soap works just fine, but a cream and oil seems to work better during the winter months. Like I said, this whipped up pretty easy this morning. I don't even think it took maybe 2 minutes, if that long. It whipped up really quick. I soaked the brush while I was busy setting things up this morning on the computer for the shave. So the soap maybe 10 minutes, if that long. It didn't soak very long at all. It depends on what you consider very long. All right, here we go. Like I say, this is not a lightweight shaver. Just over 4 ounces. And I think, depending on where you read on the information, 34C, it weighs quite a bit more than the 34C, if you're familiar with that. I think more people are familiar with the 34C than they are this one here. There is another one, I don't remember the model number off the top of my head, that looks very similar to this, except for the center part kind of bows out a little bit, and it looks, at least it looks like it would weigh even more. That one there might interest some folks if you're looking for something that has, at least looks like it might be easier to hang on to, and perhaps might even weigh even more. As it goes for the price, it's all over the map. It's like, wow. I mean, I seen it go as, $45 all the way up to $65, like $20 difference. It's just like all over the map. Well, I got this one here a while back at Pasteur's Pharmacy. It was one of those deals where, I guess you might say, an open box. It didn't come in a box, and like a scratch dent type thing on the cheap. I think it was like, what, $15, $25, something like that. Pretty inexpensive. That's the reason why I picked it up. It's a nice smooth shaver. I would compare the shave very close to the 34. I don't notice that much of a difference, if any. This blade works well in this shaver. I don't see very many shave of the days with this particular shaver. With this particular blade, I should say. Well, I don't see very many shave of the days with this shaver either. With this blade, if I remember right, I think it's made in Turkey. I've got a link down below also for the blade if you want to check it out. I think it's 79 cents for 5 blades. Not too terribly expensive. You kind of see I paint my lather on and I swirl when I lather in the bowl. That method works well for me. I don't notice the weight being an issue, the weight of the razor being an issue for me. I'm used to weight. I know 4¼ ounces might be alarming for some folks, but I don't notice it being an issue. And it might be because the handle length is 4 inches. Now that I hold the handle like this, and I put my little finger at the end, helps with control. So in other words, how can you say, the lack of knurling in the middle is not becomes a non-issue. I should mention also, since I shave at the sink, I don't shave at the shower. So that also, if you're a shower shaver, that this would be how I would hold it. That way it helps with the control. I don't, slickness in the middle, it might be an issue if you're in a shower with no knurling in the middle or whatever, but if you got your little finger at the end, I would think that would help with the control. Slickness in the middle, maybe. For me, I keep my hands fairly dry, and my little finger there at the end makes a world of difference, it seems like. It's a technique that I think makes a difference during the shave. Keeping your little finger at the end of the handle helps with control, hanging on to the razor. If you watch a number of shavers, some will hold way up here like this, choke up on the handle. I prefer to have my little finger here because, like I say, it helps with control. Except for against the grain pass, that's where things change. And this is where, for me, a knob like this makes it pretty handy to have. There's a number of handles that have a little bit of a knob right here that I do appreciate having. Against the grain, still very smooth. I had looked in the, excuse me, I was looking up to see when was the last time I used this razor, and either I just wasn't searching it up right, or I don't know, or maybe it was just too long ago. I didn't think it was all that long ago, but I couldn't pull it up. At least it wouldn't pull up for me. I couldn't find it. So maybe it has been that long ago. I didn't think I had that razor that long. I didn't think I had it more than a year, but maybe I have. But I couldn't find it because I was looking to see what I used with it the last time I had shaved with it. But at any rate, it is a smooth shaver, easy to use. I would compare it very much easy, like the 34C. This 38 is very easy to use. For some folks, the handle might, in other words, the length of the handle might be a bit troublesome for some folks, but for me, it's a non-issue. The center being slick, in other words, smooth, no knurling, is not a thing for me. For some it could be, but for me it's not. I do like the color. It's, a thing for me. I like the color. That's the reason why I picked red. I think at the time blue was available. It just I like red. So I picked red. I think through my travels though, I did notice that I think there is a blue one available. I just don't remember at what website that it was available at. I know black is available at Razor Company, but the chrome one seems to be more readily available. Just a little bit of stinging right there, just a little bit. Once again, just a very nice, smooth, easygoing shave, especially for a Monday morning. How you say, without giving it much thought about what you're doing. Nice going, easygoing shave. Humphreys, yeah, as you can tell, great big old huge container of witch hazel. And if you haven't seen the spout before, it's just got a little one right there. Help control how much comes out. Hope the weather's quite all right where you're at. We were expecting just a little bit of a weather through here, but it seemed like it moved further to the south and east of us. We just got rain. That's all we got here. Just a little bit of thunder. Nothing big rolling through here. Seemed like on Saturday night, seemed like Iowa got the brunt of, I guess you might say, of the weather, tornadoes and whatnot. And from what they were been saying, it sounded like, I guess you might say, Oklahoma might be moving out of Tornado Alley and it's moving to the east, I guess you might say. If you keep up with that sort of thing. Oklahoma, being in Tornado Alley forever and a day, it seems like things are kind of changing just a bit. But for me, I keep up with that sort of thing because I live in it. Anyway, I had a fantastic shave. Like I say, I'll be using this off camera. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay healthy. Smooth shaves to you.